Crafty friends, it is Ann coming to you on a Friday, which is not my usual time, but we had Bristol and had some other things going on, so I was not able to come live yesterday. I hope you've had a good week so far. Looking forward to a little bit warmer weekend, even though it doesn't feel like Christmas when it is 60 some degrees, but it'll be okay. I hope you are looking forward to tonight. We're going to have some fun, quick things we're going to make. I say quick, you guys know me. I get to talking and none of that's not going to be quick. Oh goodness, you guys know me too well. Let me pull us up here so that I can see. I've got my camera backwards, so I've got to pull my iPad up, so hopefully I'll be able to see comments. I just like for you to see the words if I use words. So let me point you down. We are going to use, if we get to it, this little guy and this little guy. And we're definitely going to make this little girl. And she comes with a stand. I'll just have to glue her on here, and with some beautiful wings and a little heart. And all of this is from Craft Deals. So let's get to painting and to going and to doing. And this is the fabric we are going to be using for both the snowman and our little angel. And then we are going to use words out of the mini Valentine words from the new spring collection or Valentine collection from Essential Stencil. And I'll put the whole link in the description so that you can browse through to see if there's anything that you're interested in. They are also, oh my goodness, rewind. Don't forget to use an ambassador code so that you will get the best deal. Make sure there ain't nothing crazy and not played here. So my code's WK21. You can do !ES to get it. To get to the Essential Stencil website, you can !code, and you will get to my code. It will give you my code. I'm just going to wet my brush a little bit. Grab up some of this paint, and I'm just going to do, what was this? This was light buttermilk. I'm using all DecoArt paints, and I am going to go ahead and paint the back and the front and everything in between. That way we got it all covered. And tomorrow I am going to have to wash some brushes. Hey Sherry, I appreciate you being here. I love it when you guys have on. That blesses my heart. And I know this is a busy time of year. So, talking about that, has everybody done Christmas shopping, or are you those last minute shoppers that need to run out and get something or order quickly, or are you the ones that plan and then all of a sudden it hits you like, oh my gosh, I forgot so-and-so. Or you get invited somewhere and you're like, oh man, I cannot show up without a gift. I've got everything done. I'm waiting on a couple of things to come in that I'd ordered. I have not wrapped a thing. Nothing is wrapped. Not a thing. I am just painting these in the cream color because this is where the fabric is going to go over. So they do not need to be really white or light colored. Well, if I can get this on. Just enough that I could put the fabric on here and not have a problem. And since got a little bit out on the edges, which I tried not to do. I am going to go ahead and finish out the edges. I had intended not to paint the edges, but you know how that happens. And most of the time you have enough paint left in your brush that you can just go over the edges real quick. Like I said, I had not anticipated doing this, but I kind of messed up a little bit, so I had to. And again, it's not nothing major. I'm just filling this in. It doesn't have to have a lot of paint on there, but since I've went over the edge a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and finish it out so it won't be looking globby. And I got this vision in my mind, so I'm hoping it is going to turn out the way I envision it. Go ahead and do her little stand. I'm hearing sirens. And I did not sand over anything. Normally I sand the edges and everything. They're a little rough, and that's what I normally do. I'll sand over everything, but I didn't do it this time, so I'll have to do a little bit of extra sanding when I get done. And I could have had this done already, but I went out to do a little show and tell on some of the things that I had created, and had someone that's wanted some things, so I sent them some pictures, and then I went by and showed them what I had, and I picked out a few things that they like for Christmas presents, so that's why I did not have a chance to get this pre-painted. But it's not going to take long to get this painted up real quick. So, are you one of those wrappers, that Christmas wrappers that wraps up everything nice and neatly, all the corners and everything all prop and primer and beautiful? Do you use handmade bows? Do you use store-bought bows? I have done both. A lot of times it's just I need to get something done quickly, and so it'll just be done. But on the other hand, we have a lot of people that are just ripping it and not enjoying the packaging. So it's like, not going to spend a lot of time on fixing something up really pretty. Now, if it is a special present, I will. But what I like to do is I like to do the present and put it inside another box, and another box, and another box, and or, you know, like a little, if we do gift cards, do a little gift card and put it in like a really huge box with a bunch of fluff so that they have to kind of look for it. Or I put like the main gift at the bottom and do like necessity items, you know, shampoo and I don't know, band-aids and socks and all the other stuff in there. so that they have to dig to get to what the actual present is. Now that I love to do. I absolutely love to do surprises like that. I just think it's a lot of fun. I would love to play games at Christmas. I love, love, love playing games, but I don't know. My family is just not a gamey family. I don't know why. I love to play games. I just think it'll be so much fun to play a little game. And this year our little grandbaby is 4, so it will be fun. And I don't know, it's probably not really all that much fun for her because she just had her birthday. She had a birthday party and then she had her birthday, and you know, it's just other friends came over, and it's like she's been having a birthday for like almost the whole month. And then my husband's birthday is tomorrow. So it seems like we're just partying all season long, and I like to just slow down and enjoy the season. And, you know, play a little game and just have fun, laugh. And do you guys do like a big planned meal? Is it always the same thing? Is it kind of like Thanksgiving, a special food? Ours is pretty much different every year. This year, my daughter and son-in-law, my daughter-in-law and son, oh gracious, they are remodeling the kitchen. So we are just gonna do cold cuts and salads and vegetable tray and just, you know, kind of like finger foods, and that way everybody can munch and eat when they want to, and it doesn't have to be a big sit-down meal. And then Bristol can open up her gift and we can munch, so it just would be, it would be fun. So we've done it both ways. And our family celebrates on Christmas Eve. We've always celebrated on Christmas Eve. Just because that's the tradition I grew up with in Germany. And then Christmas Day, we always went to somewhere else. No, family came over on Christmas Day. Our own family was always Christmas Eve. Family came on Christmas Day, and then the second Christmas Day we went over to friends. So it's always been that way, and I am gonna keep that tradition. Plus, that way they can celebrate on Christmas, you know, with their family, with themselves, or sleep in, whatever they want to do. And then they can celebrate with her family. So it works out really well. We never had an issue with that, which I just think is wonderful that it always worked out that well. Don't know if my mother-in-law is going to be able to come this year because Bristol is still has a runny nose, and she just got out of the hospital with pneumonia, and she's not supposed to be around anybody sick, so I'm not sure if she's going to be able to come. She is going to be heartbroken about that, my mother-in-law, because she loves being together with family, and it is not going to be fun being sick on Christmas or having to be cautionary. But you also don't want to spend Christmas in the hospital either. We'll usually do ham, mac and cheese. Yep, that's my kind of food. Mashed potatoes, lots of desserts, absolutely. Roasted chickens. Oh yeah, they are good. I am not much of a turkey eater. Four is a fun age. I do wrap mine neatly. I don't like it when the edges are not done right. I love using extra tape so that they have to try a little harder. But for my granddaughter, I don't do as much. And here lately, I've used more, oh my goodness, I can't think, bags. Just put things in bags to make it easier to open. Now my daughter, she loves using every little snippet. Like if you have little pieces of wrapping paper left over, she glues them together or puts them together or molds them or does something so that she can use those and make use those little snippets, and she'll have a very colorful, fun package. And it just looks so cute. And I love the handmade bows and stuff. I just don't use them. They throw it away pretty much. Everything just goes in a garbage bag. And I'm like, I am not going to spend the time to make a beautiful bow that's just going to get ripped off. Do I love the look? Absolutely. They are gorgeous. All right, I'm going to have to dry him off real quick. We might only get to 2 of them. I'm going to go ahead and just do the angel and this little guy. And then I'm going to add a little bit more paint to the bottom right here. We're going to add some more colors to here. I've got all kinds of pinks pulled out because it's going to be a Valentine snowman. We're going to add some shimmer. I'm going to get a wipe so I can wipe my hand. And I just use regular Members Mark Clorox wipes to wrap my brushes in and to wipe my hands. I tend to stay away from baby wipes because they got oils in them. I know you can find some without oils, but be my luck, I grabbed the wrong ones. So I don't use the ones with the oils in it because I don't want to have something not stick or, you know, do well. I'll put my brush in there, dry my hands off. The only thing I didn't paint was the little heart. dry this a little bit more. Get on my Mod Podge. I am putting a generous amount of Mod Podge on here. So that my fabric will stick. And we're gonna have to cut around it, but I left it bigger so that I will have enough fabric to cover this and find out where I want it to be. I might have a little bit too much Mod Podge. Went a little bit overboard. That's okay. I could pick it right back up to put a top coat on. I'm just going to set it on a block real quick. I didn't even can't think of the word right now. Yep, don't know what I was saying. I didn't cut it shorter. That's what I was trying to say. Oh, iron it. I didn't even iron it. But I got a fuzzball string under here. And a piece of string got under there and it made it wobbly. So now we can go ahead and get the Mod Podge that we had left and put it over the top and seal this in really good. See, nothing is wasted. I thought her wings would look really pretty with this, the Mod Podge with the fabric. Had to make sure I wasn't picking up my paint. I have done that where I thought I had Mod Podge and picked up paint. We will have our Sew Filled Saturday in the morning at 10:30, and I will ask you to go on my page. There is a little write-up on what you guys might want to do for next season. So look at it and see if there is a book. All of these are available on Amazon. Look and see if there is anything that interests you. And then put in the comments which one it is. I am going to leave it just like this for right this minute. And just set it to the side. And once that dries, then I'm going to... there's sirens again. Once it is dry, I am going to cut the fabric. And if we have time, I will do the big snowman. But for right now, I'm just gonna keep the little one. I always sand everything just to make sure that everything is smooth. Again, all of these cutouts came from Craft Deals. If you're looking for anything at Craft Deals, you can use Cindy Berry with Berry Jam Crafts code, or I believe Melissa Bradshaw has one with Jungle Craft Treasures. So you can use their discount code there as well. And save you a little bit of extra money. And I believe the discount even applies to items that are on sale. Here are all my pinks that I have. I've got Baby Blush, Poodle Skirt Pink, and Victorian Pink. So we're going to play around with those colors a little bit. And I've got another piece of fabric. Since this is our fabric, I thought the Poodle Skirt Pink and maybe a little bit of the vintage pink would look good in here, just to add a little bit of depth to our little lady angel. And we'll do the same thing to our little snowman. We're going to add just a little bit of those colors. And I just grabbed a scruffy little brush. I am trying to leave her face. But I am going on the other side as well, so that she will be beautiful from all sides. Got a little bit more of this light pink. And this, if this is too dark for me, I wanted a little less vibrant colors, I can use a little bit of the white or the cream and bring it in, and it will make it more of a not so bright pink. And I don't mind having the back side in a different tone than the front side. She will not get a face. If we want that lighter or tone it down, we can wet our brush and just blend it in. And I think I'm going to do that on the back side because that is a little bit too bright for me. I like that much better. And I'll do the same on the sides here. I'm just going to tone that down. Don't have to worry about the bottom though. She's going to sit on her little pedestal. But I am going to add a little bit of the light pink on the pedestal. Just a little hint. Of pink. And our heart. All right, let me see what color I'm going to do the heart. Let's do the darker pink or the bright pink first. Not the darker pink, the bright pink. Let me move this out of the way because I just know there's an accident waiting to happen. I think I like that. And of course I forgot to turn my glue gun on, so you're going to have to take my word for it that it'll look good. Turn that on real quick. Bear with me just a second while I reach over. And yeah, for Soulfield Saturday, if you guys wouldn't mind looking to see, I have put several different ones in the comments. Look and see what you guys think, what you would like. Like, what am I doing? I do not have the best scissors, and this is not dry, so let me dry that real quick. I was just wondering to see if you could, and you can. Sweet. Don't have to cut it. I'll just use my fabric is thin enough that you can actually use your little gator or small hand sander. And she's a Shabby Chic angel. I use 120. I think this one is, and hey Trisha, this one is 80. And this one is 80 as well. So anywhere between 180 and I also use 220. Yeah, I use these so much that they are not 120 anymore. They are a lesser grade or a higher grade. But I just very lightly go over it. I don't sit there and scrub. And it also depends on the surface and the paint sometimes. Some of them you see it more than others. It's literally project to project, but I have never had any major problems with anything. Got a little stubborn spot right there. Like I said, this is 80 grit right now. And it seems to be doing well. Don't know if the 120 would work as well. For stuff like this, I sometimes have better luck using a lower grit and use the higher grit to sand this, because right now this is rough again. I am going to go over it and sand that back down. But either one on here, just make sure when you use it on something like this, or even scrapbook paper or tissue paper or napkins, that your sanding block, what I have found is my sanding block was dirty and I transfer paint, and I sometimes have it with here like that little green streak. I can actually transfer that, and that happens because when you sanded before, your paint wasn't dry. Come on, quit being stubborn. One little thing hanging on. There we go. Oh, like a little fuzzy thing hanging there. And there's our wings, and it's got the top coat on there, so we are good. We can lay her on here this way or this way. Either way will work. Which way do you like it better? Side A, when she's not in the middle. side A, or do you like side B? Side B or side A? Yes, everything is a learning curve, absolutely. All right, on the angel, I am going to put on here Cherish at the bottom. And I'm going to use the vintage pink. I got to talking so much I forgot what I was doing. And I'm going to use one of the dome brushes. A. I thought so. I got it laying on A. I like side A. And remember, even with the dome brushes, offload, 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 offload. And I love these little worms. I hope that they are, what size are the 1/2 inch? I hope they're going to come out with more. I love this size because they're easy to add to tags. We could have added just a cute little tag to this angel. You can add them on here. I mean, I just love them. And we're going to add love up here, and then we're going to put our heart on here. It would be advisable to tape this because I just moved my word. Since they are so small, it'll be harder to hold on, but it is good. Would you guys be alright if we put the heart right here? Since we got the wings up there, I really don't want to put the heart way up here. Would you guys... That heart's going to have to be darker. We're just going to darken this heart up a little bit. We just added a little bit around the edges to darken this heart. And the heart's going to go right there. And I was thinking about adding Angel to the pedestal. Down at the bottom, and then have her stand up on it. Love, Cherish, and Angel. What do you guys think? You think that'd be crazy? Yes, those are the new Valentine words. I've put the link in the comments or in the description. I added a little bit of champagne gold, champagne gold, to my brush with the pink. And it will just give it a little bit of shimmer, because it's got more pink than the gold on here. And that way our wings and our little girl is grounded. I think she looked like a little shabby chic angel. I know she needs a face, doesn't she? I'm not good at making angel faces. She's going to end up looking weird. Outlined all that. Go ahead and outline the base. You can barely see that little shimmer, but it catches the light every now and again, and it looks really pretty. I'll put a little bit on the base itself. All right. Give her a face or not? And should we do angel on the base? That is the question. Thanks for hopping on, ladies. So, do we want to add angel on the base? No, I'm still going to put the heart on. And does our angel need a face? Should be standing here on here, and then we could add angel in the front or leave it. I think it's kind of weird to name it angel, so I'm thinking to just leave it. I gotta add a little bit of color to the back. I'm adding the gold to the back. And I still have some pink on here, so it's a combination of the pink and the gold, and it looks really pretty. Alright, my glue just came undone. And I will add her to the base. Alright, got 9 minutes. I'm going to make him the same way. I just added some water. A little bit more of the white. This is light buttermilk. And we're going to add a transfer to this one. I wouldn't either. It just kind of looks weird with the angel on the bottom. And I don't mind. I've learned to love not having a face on there. I'm going to use this transfer. This is out of the Wings of Hope that came out for October for Valentine's. For breast cancer awareness. Again, this is my 120, and I'm just lightly going over on the edges. I'm a little bit more rough, but here I am just, and see my glue fell off. Look. Me and hot glue do not get along. I will attach it with a different glue. Don't know why me and hot glue don't get along, but we just don't. I'm going to use my other glue. She will be fixed and she will be pretty. I am going to cut around. Because I don't need all of them. And the rest will go on the big one. And I did not put it all the way down, the stems. So I'm just gonna rub it really good on the edge. We have to make sure that our paint is really good and dry. Don't use any oils, waxes, oils from your hands. They will not transfer if you have any of that underneath. Sometimes they may, but sometimes they don't. So I try not to have anything under there that can hinder the adhesion. And when you lay it down, if it touches, it's down. Very seldom do you have a chance of being able to pick that up. I am just going to throw these away. If I wanted to, I could come in here and add a little bit more greenery on that side. Well, let me show you. I was going to use my finger now. See, I just added a little bit of greenery right there. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'll just reuse some of the greenery. I was going to put Sweetheart on the big one. Just pretend he's done. Should we do Forever on the little one? Or should we do Be Mine? Be Mine will fit too on the bottom. Forever or Be Mine? Because I don't have enough room to put it here. Well, the Forever would almost fit right there. The Be Mine will not fit unless I do Be and then Mine, but I don't like that. So the Be Mine would have to be on the bottom. And then we are going to give him a little scarf. It's that same rose colored fabric that I ripped. The only thing I don't like is this fabric is not double-sided. I got this from, I can't remember if this is from Walmart or if this is from Hobby Lobby. No, I ordered this one on Amazon. And that's where this came from, Amazon. And that's the only thing I don't like. It is not double-sided. So you kind of have to pull it to where you want it and then probably use a little bit of sprinkled glue. Use a dab of glue and glue these down to the side. We'll glue them right down to the side. So what words have we decided on? Be mine. Be mine, little Valentine. This time I am going to tape it, because I don't want to move it again. Yeah, tape right over the eye. I didn't go anywhere. Oh, it had rolled away. I'm like, I didn't go anywhere. Where did my paint go? Don't know if this will show up. If it doesn't, then I am going to use probably green. I was going to use green, and then I'd already put this on here, so we'll see what it looks like. If we don't like it, then we'll use green. It is very faint, so I think I am going to do forest green. I am just going to leave that pink on here. I am just cleaning my brush off really good. It is actually blending with the color underneath, and it is looking really cute. I am going to mix in a little bit of that champagne gold. To give it a little bit of shimmer, because, you know, snow glistens. I think that will be perfect. What you guys think? Be mine. And I am gonna have to put a little bit of glue on here to glue the little scarf down. And we can give him a face. I was going to get little pom-poms and make him a little earmuffs and put a gold string over the top, but I could not find my earmuffs. And I was going to put some of that enchanted shimmer over top to make it shimmery. So here's our little angel and our little snowman. I don't know why I just have so much problems with hot glue. See if it works. I had a little spillage. I just used this tool from the Dollar Tree and cut that right out. There she is. And she will sit on her base. And then he can sit beside her. And then number 3 can sit over here to the side. I don't know why I have such a hard time with hot glue. And I've used all kinds of different hot glues, and right now I'm using Sure Bonder, and I don't know, me and hot glue just don't jive. Alright, should we give him a little face? I know, it's already late, but I think he needs a little face. I appreciate you guys hopping on. Thank you so much. He's just going to get little eyes. And let's see. I want to give him a little nose. Of course, I got all my little thin brushes. Don't lay your hot glue gun there and then put your hand on it. That is not cool. Let's see if I can do it with this brush. Trying to get my paint a little bit thinner so it'll be easier to spread. I'm giving him a little bit of rosy cheeks. They are not perfectly round, but that's okay. how do I lose things that I just had? That one eyebrow looks good, the other one not so good. But I'm going to leave it. It is okay. I'll fix the eyebrow later. The nose turned out good. Alright, now he looks a little bit more cuter. Let me pull a name real quick. Well, actually, I'm going to put both of you in the Happy Mail bucket. You guys hung in there with me. And Trisha, I have seen pictures from your little one. My goodness, I can't believe she's gone up so much already. Like, where did time go? You've got some adorable grandbabies, that is for sure. All right, Trisha, you and Sherry are going into the Happy Mail bucket. Thank you, ladies, so much. I'll draw at the end of the month, so make sure you come back and you'll find out. Thanks for hanging in there, and sorry for the hot glue gun mishap that it wouldn't glue. Have a blessed evening. If I don't see you again, have a Merry Christmas. And Soulfield Saturday tomorrow. And if you guys want to know what we're doing next year, look at the suggestions. Go on Amazon, read them, and let me know what you guys think, what you want to do, so that we will be able to get stronger in the faith and trust the Lord more and encourage one another and pray for one another in the next year. Guys, be blessed. Have a wonderful evening, and I'm going to turn you down a little bit because I've got to get up and turn this off.